All right, Shalom. First and foremost, all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles. And salutations to you brothers doing this thing in sincerity, truth, and with charity. And man, we're going to hop right into it, man. This ain't going to be long and drawn out, man. Hey, soon there's going to be soldiers and troops on this land, man. Hey, this virgin Babylon will finally be penetrated, man. All right? You can get Isaiah 47. You can get second, this is in the pocket. You get second entrance 16, 15. The Lord promised it. He said he promised it, man. This place is going to be invaded. Isaiah 47 starts at the top.
Isaiah 47 verse 1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of...
And Salakia. Stop reading. I'll say it after this.
Salakia. Isaiah 47 verse 1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans. For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate.
That's right, man. So this virgin, which means it hasn't been penetrated, man, is going to go through war, man. And not only this place, man, hey, them the actual Chaldeans too, man. The Israelis. They the ones who really sit in the throne, the seat that control this place. So hey, America and Babylon and Chaldees is about to get it, man. All right, they're about to get it. All right, in great fashion. All right, there's going to be war in these lands, man. All right, it's going to be war across the globe, but America and Israel, they're going to finally get it. All right, these troops been afraid of this place for the longest, man. But now they saying they strong, man. They about to invade this bitch. Keep going. They about to bring this place to the fucking to the dirt, man.
Take the millstone and grind meal undercover they locks.
Uncover their locks, come.
Cover their locks. Make bare the legs, and cover the thighs, pass over the rivers. Mm-hmm. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, that thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. As for our Redeemer, the Yahweh of hosts is his name, and the Holy One of Israel. Sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called the lady of kingdoms. Mm-hmm. I was wroth with my people, and I have polluted my inheritance.
Right, so you're not going to be called the greatest in the world no more, man. We already said that power shift switch. That was the reason they didn't fuck with you, man. You was the mighty nation. But now you're no longer at the top alone, man. All right, grab Ezekiel 38. You're no longer sitting there alone, man. You got the big bad bear in Russia, his allies, all right, ready to fucking get rid of you, man. They ready to be the next superpower. Which they won't be, but in their minds, they think they will. All right, so they're through with you, man.
You said 37 what?
Ezekiel 38.
Ezekiel 38 and 1,
Ezekiel 38 and 1. And the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and prophesy against him. Prophesy against him, and say, Thus saith Yahweh, behold, I am against thee, O God, and chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws.
Right, so the Lord is doing this, man. He's making these nations turn on America, man. All right? And he look what he said. He said, I'm against thee, God, the Magog. This is to their destruction as well, man. Hey, look, America's finna get their ass destroyed, but they still got all this military weaponry, man. All this, military weaponry. That works just fine. Artillery, that's the word. They still got all this artillery, man. Okay? So don't think that America ain't got shit to still fuck these damn heathens up too. Nevertheless, even so, the Lord is going to return in the midst of all of this. So the Lord is doing this so he can bring his great return. It's going to happen. He said what? Yahweh Shai said, I wish the fire be kindled before I come. And that's what we're going to see, man. World War III is going to be in full effect Very soon. Troops on this soil. Martial law over here. Troops in Israel. Troops fucking everywhere, man. It's going to be troops everywhere. Wherever America got these bases at, you better believe those troops are going to become active. You better believe the National Reserve, the National Guard is going to become active. It's about to go down, man. Wars on top of wars, man. Keep going.
Come. Into the verse 4 again. I will turn.
And Gog and Magog is talking about Russia. They possessed the lands what those people were at back in the day. Go ahead, Salaki.
Verse 4, Ezekiel 38:4, and I will turn thee back and put a hook into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all them handling swords.
And a buckler is a small shield. You know, the one that goes just covers this whole circumference, man. It's for a skilled warrior. Go ahead.
Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya, with them, all of them with shield and helmet. Gomorrah and all his bands, the house to Gomer of the north quarters, and all his bands and many people with him.
And many people with him, man. That's these nations joining up with Russia. All right. Specifically, got Persia. All right, which is Iran. All right, they big allies. Ethiopia, Libya, fucking everybody, man. All right, you got South Africa, Brazil, India, which is Iran again. Hey, look, these nations are down with Russia, man. They doing their business deals, and that's with the international trade of using their own currency for oil, knocking the U.S. dollar out the spot of being a petrodollar. That's part of America being turned naked, man. All right, America's about to get brought down to a low estate. All these things are signs of war. So what's next? They got to battle it out. It's a fight for power. It's a fight for power, man. And you see those war games starting up. A Russian sub pop out of nowhere close to American soil, or a Russian plane pop up out of nowhere in restricted areas. America restricted flying area. All this is America's slacking. Russia is showing its might. All right, they showing that, look, we got power too. All right, all this is leading up to these prophecies you're reading into, man. These great wars. Keep going.
Verse 7. Be thou prepared for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them.
Right, and that's the reason why these weak nations can say they're strong now. Because they got a powerhouse backing them up, like Russia. So now people like Iran can say, look, we're strong. We ain't got to listen to you, America. We can make these deals. We got weapons too. All right? And then etc. with all these other countries. All right, go ahead.
Verse 8. After many days thou shalt be visited, in all the latter years thou shalt come into the land that is brought back from the sword, and is gathered out of many people against the mountains of Israel, which have been always waste. But it is brought forth out of the nations, and they shall dwell safely, all of them. Thou shalt ascend and come like a storm. Thou shalt be like a cloud to cover the land, that thou and all thy bands and many people with thee. Verse 10. Thus saith Yahweh, it shall also come to pass that at the same time shall kings come to thy mind.
No, read that over. Things.
Also like things shall come to thy mind, and thou shalt think an evil thought.
Keep going.
Verse 11. And thou shalt say, I will go up to the land of unwell villages. I will go to them that are at rest, that dwell safely, all of them dwelling without walls, and having neither bars nor gates.
There you go. So they're going to, these great nations are going to go into the battle of Jehoshaphat, which includes the land of Israel. That's the whole, verse 8. All right, they're gonna go there, but guess what? They're also gonna come over here to this land, man. This place, they're gonna get the Chaldees and the beauty of the Chaldees, man, because it's one big group. Israel and America is basically one country, man. They the same damn people. All right, so they're gonna go against the mountains of Israel in our land, but when they come over here in this land too, all right, they're gonna fuck with us, but we shall be the elect gonna be saved out of this. Keep going.
Verse 12. To take a spoil and to take a prey, to turn thine hand upon the desolate places that are now inhabited, and upon the people that are gathered out of the nations, which have gotten cattle and goods, that dwell in the midst of the land.
Right. That's right. All right, and that's America, man. The great melting pot. Go ahead.
Sheba and Dedan and the merchants of
Tarshish.
With all the young lions thereof shall say unto thee, art thou come to take a spoil? Hast thou gathered thy company to take a prey, to carry away silver and gold, to take away cattle and goods, to take a great spoil? Therefore, Son of Man, prophesy and say unto God, thus saith Yahweh, in that day, when my people of Israel dwell safely, shalt thou not know it?
Right. So look, the Lord is having these damn troops go against the land of Israel. All right, it's going to go against the great Babylon, where Israel is actually at, man. That's why I said, hey, sure you know my children in safety. The motherfuckers in that land ain't the Israelites, man. They about to be, it's going to be shown that they're not the Israelites, man, with this great destruction. All right? And these people over in America is going to suffer. They're going to come take that spoil because, hey, America and Israel is in league. They're the same. America sends billions of shit, maybe trillions over there to Israel every year. All right? Because they're the same, man. Go ahead.
Come. Verse 15. And thou shalt come from thy place out of the north parts, thou and many people with thee, all of them riding upon horses, a great company, and a mighty army.
Mm-hmm. So actual physical army, man, they about to come invade this place, man. All right? And we already know they about to invade over there in the Middle East, man. That's the great battle. So that goes without saying that the land of Israel is about to be fucked up. Go ahead.
Verse 16. And thou shalt come up against my people of Israel as a cloud to cover the land. It shall be in the latter days, and I will bring thee against my land, that the heathen may know me, when I shall get sanctified in thee, O God, before thy eyes.
Their eyes. There you go, man. So the Lord's going to have them come over here against where we're at. Hey, Jeremiah 50:33. Israel is oppressed together. Where's that at? Babylon. But also they're going to go against the actual land, man. So it can be known that the fake Jews ain't that they imposters. And then it can be known that the children of Israel, so-called Negroes, not Asian Americans, man, when the Lord saves us out of this time of Jacob's trouble, He's going to destroy the fake Jews and then save His elect, man. Making it clear that Yahweh is the true power of Yahweh Shai, all right, His son, because they're performing the things that the prophets have been saying this whole time. And then it's going to show that the elect is Negroes, not Native Americans, when they're saved from all this shit, man. The Lord's going to come back and save His people, but He got to save them from something. So there's going to be great destruction out here, man. Keep going. It's going to be just a little more.
Verse 17. Thus saith Yahweh, art thou he of whom I have spoken in old time by my servants, the prophets of Israel, would prophesy in those days many years that I will bring thee against them. Verse 18.
There you go. So it's going to be foreign troops on this land too, man. A lot of you niggas in Jacob's trouble, man, going to be killed by foreign soldiers, man. Esau going to be getting in with American troops with martial law, but really, a lot of you motherfuckers put to death by foreign soldiers, man, because they hate Americans. They about to come have their way. All right? Shit. You can keep going. You still got the, okay, go ahead.
Verse 18. And it shall come to pass at the same time when God shall come against the land of Israel, safe saith Yahweh, that my fury shall come up in my face. Verse 19, for in my jealousy and in the fire of my wrath have I spoken. Surely in the day there shall be a great shaking in the land of Israel.
There you go. So it's going to be great destruction, man. All right, and then also what, man? The Lord's going to come. All right, He's going to come in His clouds and chariots, man. All right, and when the Lord presence is shown upon the earth, man, what happens? All right, earthquakes, the mountains burned, all that stuff, man. All right, you can skip down to verse 23.
Read it out to Ezekiel 38 and 23. Thus will I magnify myself and sanctify myself, and I will be known in the eyes of many nations, and they shall know that I am Yahweh.
Come. So you're going to have this place getting invaded, Israel getting invaded, the so-called Middle East getting invaded, and guess what? You're going to have actually all type of countries getting invaded. It's going to be World War III, man. It's going to be war like never seen before, man. And it's so the Lord can get His name, all right? Because He's going to perform everything that He said, and He's actually going to come physically visit the earth, all right? Hey, Shelly, I read Isaiah 19 real quick. 19 and verse start at 2. Start at 1 and 2.
1 and 2?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Verse 1 and 2. Okay. There's Isaiah 19 and verse 1. And Salaki, the burden of Egypt, behold, Yahweh rideth upon a swift cloud, and shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at His presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst thereof.
There you go, man. You fucking proud Americans, you're gonna fucking faint, man. You're gonna realize everything you hoped for and dreamed and believed in is crumbling before your eyes, man. Your way of living, this fucked up ass society, the pride of life is all about to go down the drain, man. Go ahead. You're gonna be made bare, naked. Gonna be at the bottom and destroyed. Go ahead.
And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall.
And so you're gonna have, and that's what we're witnessing now, man. These Americans having this basically a civil war brewing up. All right, you got these the alt left against the alt right, man. One side want gun control, the other side they don't want it, man, because they want to keep their constitutional rights. But go ahead, keep going.
And they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom.
Kingdom, hey, it says neighbor against neighbor, city against city, kingdom against kingdom, man. So from the lowest form of individuals to the highest form of nations, it's going to be war and chaos and violence all over, man. Kingdom against kingdom, man. Hit that second Esdras 15.
This second Esdras 16 to 15.
Go ahead.
The fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it is.
No, 15 and chapter 15, I believe. Come, yeah, start at 15.
Con, second Esdras 15:15. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands.
Uh-huh.
Verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another.
There you go. So it says people going to stand up with swords in their hands to fight one against another. Sedition among men, individuals going against their government. And then it says invading one another. So from the lowest form of violence, individual against individual, to the highest, nation against nation, man. People invading one another, man. All right? It's going to be an all-out war across the globe. And specifically, the biggest part of destruction is Israel and America, man. They about to go through fucking hell. They're going to be made bare. Destroyed, man. All right? It says, the people going to say, damn, are you coming to take a spoil? Like, they going to look like you coming to rob America? Damn. That's what it's going to be like. They finna fuck them up, crash the economy, and come collect what's theirs, man. Anything that's left over here. And ultimately, really, just to kill these motherfuckers. The scalps is going to be the spoils, man. Let me finish that verse up.
I said like the game.
Come.
Verse 16, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their action shall stand in their power.
People gonna be doing what the hell they want to do, man. Right? That's why they not obeying. That's why this division is happening in the EU. All right. The wicked can't get along, man. They turn on each other, man. You don't be surprised they disobeying Rothschild's orders, man. This shit is getting crazy out here. All right. You can go back to Isaiah 47, and
It's verse 6.
okay.
Oh,
No,
no, it's lucky. Isaiah 47 verse 6. I'm gonna start over. I was wroth with my people and Slakia. I have polluted mine inheritance and given them into thine hand. Thou didst show them no mercy, that upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke. And thou sayest, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart, neither didst remember the latter end of it.
Right, you thought they thought they was gonna last forever with this bullshit. They thought they was going to continue robbing and fucking over the nations forever, man. Hey, but the Lord said, look, you was tweaking. You forgot to remember that this is how this ends, man. They thought they can do everything the Bible says they've been doing. They thought the destruction part wasn't gonna come. No, man. You got the power like the Lord promised. You got control of the whole world like the Lord promised, which means you got to get the destruction like the Lord promised, man. Go ahead.
Verse 8. Verse 8. Therefore hear now this, thou that art given to pleasure, that dwellest carelessly. Does he say? Mm-hmm. Thou sayest in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. But these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day, the loss of children and widowhood, that they shall come upon thee in the perfection for the multitude of thy sorceries, and for the great abundance in thine enchantments. For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness, thou hast said, none seeketh me. Seeth me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it hath perverted thee, and thou hast said in mine heart, I am, and none else beside me. Therefore shall evil come upon thee, and thou shalt not know. Thou shalt not know from whence it riseth, Salaki, and mischief shall fall upon thee. Thou shalt not be able to put it off, and desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know.
That's right. Hey, so the great destruction is gonna pop out of nowhere, man. All right, one day gonna wake up, there's gonna just be troops in this fucking land. All right, to bring this great end, man. All right, get the Jeremiah 51 started at verse 12.
This is Jeremiah 50.
You get Nahum 3.
Jeremiah 51:12. Set up the standard upon the walls of Babylon. Make the watch strong. Set up the watchmen. Prepare the ambushes. For Yahweh hath both devised and done that which he spake against the inhabitants of Babylon.
There you go. So the Lord is about to perform this word, man. This judgment that we're reading about. Go ahead.
O thou that dwellest upon many waters, abundant in treasures, thine end is come, and measure of thy covetousness.
There you go. So you're at your bounds now, man. Your greed has reached its limit. The Lord is done allowing you to devour up the earth, man. All right, for your own pleasures. All right? It's over with. Go ahead. You know I'm going to gather these nations and rob the earth of its resources, man. Go ahead.
Verse 14. Yahweh of hosts has sworn by himself, saying, surely I will fill thee with men as with caterpillars, and that they shall lift up a shout against thee.
There you go, man. So the Lord sworn upon himself that he's going to put these men amongst you like caterpillars. And we're going to say we're caterpillars, that's somebody like young locusts, man. So it's going to be, troops are going to invade this place. The Lord promised it. The Lord swore on it, man. That there will be troops in this fucking land like caterpillars, man. All right? To devour thee, because that's what a locust does. They devour shit, man. They come eat up your vegetation. That's why it was one of the plagues in Egypt. So that's what the Lord's going to do. These troops are going to be over here devouring this place, man. And the Lord swore it. All right? And that's something that should be on our spirits, man. Remember, there's going to be great destruction out here in this land. And that's why it's important for us to endure and do what's required for us in this truth, man. All right? The stitch we take for granted, like water. Water's everywhere. But in America, the way they designed this place, and you don't have wells and shit where you can go and get a bucket of water. It's all based off electric, man. They send their shit through your pipes off electric. It's all computerized. So it's all computerized now, man. So when this shit happens, it's going to be rough out here. All right? The Lord said great death and destruction is coming. He meant that. So this is every reason why we got to be enduring this truth, man, having faith in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. Because this place is going down in a great fashion. All right? Hey, but the Lord said he's going to send and he's going to penetrate this virgin, man. All right? These fucking troops are going to be over here like caterpillars. All right, hit that, yeah, we're going to 3 and 1.
This Nahum 3 and 1. Woe to the bloody city. It is all full of lies.
And really, you know, I was going to read chapter 2 as well, but it's a lot. The point is, man, hey, you fucking through. But let's see, do I want anything? No, 3 and 1 is cool. It's going to sum it up perfectly. Sorry, 3 and 1.
Come. Woe to the bloody city. It is all full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not. The noise of a whip and the noise of the rattling of the wheels and of the prancing horse and of the jumping chariot.
Right, now this describing, because it's an ancient word, it's describing vehicles, all right, but it's describing war chariots. You know how they went to war with their horses on their chariots, etc. That's what it's talking about, war horses, man. All right? And it's talking about where these things going to be at. Where's he saying this at? The first verse tells you. That bloody city that's full of lies and robberies. Well, the prey departed not. All right? It says what? They had Israel in captivity. They refused to let us go. Isaiah 47 said what? That they held on to us and showed no mercy based to us, man. They're talking about America. So these war horses are going to be over here. You keep going. It's going to make it clear that it's talking about war vehicles, man.
The horseman lifted up both the bright sword and the glittering spear.
Right, what's that? That's weapons, man. The bright sword and glittering spear. That's your guns. That's those missiles on the tanks. All right? That's your RPGs. That's all type of weaponry, man. Keep going.
And there is a multitude of slain and a great number of carcasses. Ooh.
There you go, right? Hey, so it's plain. A great number of slain and carcasses, man. That's dead motherfuckers. A huge number of them. Go ahead.
And there is none in of their corpus.
So just lead out every fucking word. Go ahead.
They stumble upon their
corpses. So you gotta visualize, man. Hey, it's gonna be tanks running bodies over. It's gonna be so many dead motherfuckers. It's gonna be Humvees running over bodies. Motherfucking tanks running over bodies, man. People tripping over bodies. It's gonna be crazy out here. Go ahead. Hey, if Yahweh Shai make a wish, you better believe it's gonna be granted, man. Hey, grab Luke real quick. Keep going.
Because of the multitude of their whoredoms, of the well-favored harlot and mistress of witchcraft, that selleth nations through her whoredoms, and families through her witchcraft.
That's right, man. And this is happening because the nations are pissed at you. It says what? The nations have drunk of the wine of Babylon and are mad. All right? They realize now that, damn, this has been bullshit we got involved in. It's all been witchcraft. All right? We thought that we was getting a fair business deal with these bankers. Really, they was robbing our resources and giving us paper. But really, they didn't give us the paper. They never counted that money out themselves. They funded these projects, charged them heavy-ass interest, made them their slaves because they couldn't pay back the interest. They had to vote for them for all these wars to help them further gain control over other nations, to steal and rob from these nations. And now the nations are realizing this and they're fucking pissed. And this is the result of that, man. Invading one another.
You want to keep going or you want this?
Keep going.
Okay. It says, verse 5.
Damn, that's a spirit. This video that's paused on the screen, title is Psalms 2 and 12 and Luke 12:49. The Luke 12:49 is what I just had them get. When I rap about that, I say how shall I made a wish, but it's gonna come true. That's a spirit, man.
Come.
The brother Yair Zayan from New York. Go ahead.
Come.
Damn, that's crazy.
Verse 5. Behold, I am against thee, saith Yahweh of hosts, and I will discover thy skirt upon thy face, and I will show the nations thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shame.
Just like the Isaiah 47. And part of that coming is you're gonna part of that is, for one, they seeing how fucking feeble and weak and fucked up this country is. You got your damn troops walking around in high heels and drag. Man, the heathens are looking at that and laughing at that, man. That's a shame to you, man. But they also now realizing that your bullshit. They're realizing how you rob the world. Alright? They're realizing that you're the fucking devil, man. And ultimately what they're seeing is that this place is going down, man. Hey, there's no way in hell that this fiat, the US dollar can last, alright? Because it's all credit based and filled with interest that can never be paid back. Man, they realizing that, look, shit, if we stay attached to this bitch, we're going to fall with her. You know they can't stop what's going to happen. But they pissed because now their money's getting fucked with. Alright? But guess what? That's good, because when this economy crash, you're going to be in a weakened state, you're going to be shamed and naked, and the heathens are going to see it and capitalize on it by invading this bitch. Go ahead.
And I will show the nations thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shame. And I will cast abomination filth upon thee.
Abominable.
Abominable filth upon thee, and make thee vile, and will set thee as a gazing stock.
Gazing stock. I mean, the nation's gonna look at you, man. Especially after the destruction, they're gonna see that smoke coming up all the time, looking over to Americans. They're gonna say, shit, that was that wicked place that got destroyed. Don't live like that horror was. All right, this country's gonna be a gazing stock, man. Go ahead.
Art thou better than
Verse 7.
Verse 7. And it shall come to pass that all they that look upon thee shall flee from thee, and say, Nineveh is laid waste. Who will bemoan her? When shall I seek comforters for thee? Right,
because these nations got a love-hate with this place. The love is they did get rich and got great status, but the hate is they got robbed for it. All right, the hate is they had to deal with your oppression, man. All right, the hate is they had to basically sell their souls. All right, they had to allow homosexual marriage in their land. All right, they had to, whatever America was with, they had to be with it. They had to deal with democracy. They had to deal with wickedness increasing in their lands. They were women out of order. All right? The people are poor. Only the elites are getting money. The people are poor and enslaved, wretched, and fucked up. And the people are sick of that, man. But they love the idea of getting that money. Go ahead. So they're going to be happy when this place is done. They're going to wish they could have kept getting that money. They're going to be happy that this whore is gone. Go ahead.
Verse 8. Art thou better than populace? Populace? Mm-hmm. No. That was
situate
among the rivers, and that had the waters round about it, whose rampart was the sea, and her walls was from the sea. Verse 9. Ethiopia and Egypt were her strength, and it was infinite, right?
Mm-hmm.
Infinite, put in lumbing where the helpers Salaki. Verse 10. Yet was she carried away, she went into captivity. Her young children also were dashed in pieces at the top of all the streets, and they cast lots for her honorable men, and all her great men were bound in chains.
Right, so you think America's better than these ancient countries that had great defensive setups, man? Great walls and great placement to where people couldn't invade them easily? You think you're better than them? No, they still got taken down in captivity. So how much more this place? The place of unwalled villages, man. Alright, this unwalled city, this unwalled city, man. It's wide open. Alright, go ahead. You're going to be fucking taken down, destroyed, and your honor men going to be captive as well.
Verse 11. Thou also shalt be drunken, thou shalt be hid, thou also shalt seek strength because of the enemy. You're going to be brought down low and defeated. Go ahead. All thy strongholds shall be like fig trees with the first ripe figs. First ripe figs. If they be shaken, they shall even fall into the mouth of the eater. Right. So that's hey, this place. Everything about this place, from its economy to its army and its arsenal, man, is weak. It's ready to crumble and fall, man. As if a fig tree, the figs are finally ripe, meaning ready to be picked. Hey, you shake that tree, them figs gonna fall easily. That's what America is, man. All it needs is a little shake. All right. Whether it's the dollar finally crashing, all right, it's one big ass terrorist attack, so-called, one natural disaster, anything, man. Anything is gonna set this shit on fire. All it takes is one small little shaking, man. There's so much tension with these nations. All it takes is one thing to even get World War III going. This place is done. All these strongholds, everything that the American trust in is done. The biggest thing trusting is this great army. It's through. Go ahead. Behold, thy people in the midst of thee are women, and the gates of thy land shall be set wide open unto thine enemies. The fire shall devour thy bars. Right, because you don't got none. Your defense, America's defense is a missile defense system. All right, and some radars, which Russia and China and their technologies can defeat all of that. They can them submarines pop up out of nowhere, like, damn, when they get over here? Because they got technology that those sonars and radars can't pick up on, man. This place is wide open. They ain't got no fucking walls, man. No bars. Go ahead. Hey, so this land is going to be invaded, man. Point blank period. This virgin will be penetrated, man. Draw the waters for the siege, fortify thy strongholds, go into clay and tread the mortar, make strong the brickland. Right, and that's them supposed to be preparing for this war. That's why Trump said, well, we need $400 billion
to increase our shit. Hey, but dang, it's too late. One, you don't got enough time. Two, it ain't enough. These other nations are already advanced technological, surpassed you, man. All right, it's over with. Go ahead. But they trying to prepare on the home base now. Go ahead.
Come. In verse
15.
verse 15. There shall the fire devour thee.
There, all right, your own fucking land. You're gonna be fucked up. Go ahead.
The sword shall cut off. The sword shall cut thee off. It shall eat thee up like the cankerworms. The cankerworm, Salaki. Make thyself.
Going back to that locust, man. That I was set man to be like caterpillars. Go ahead.
Cankerworm, make thyself many as the cankerworm, make thyself many as the locust.
These nations are preparing and gearing up to come in this horde. Go ahead.
Thou hast multiplied thy merchant above the stars of heaven, and the cankerworm spoileth and fleeteth away.
Right, so Esau came and devoured the earth. So now it's your turn to be devoured, man. You was a locust, a cankerworm to the earth. Now these nations time to come be that to you. Eye for an eye. Go ahead. The Lord's a fair judge, man. Go ahead.
Verse 17. Verse 17. They crowded are as locusts, and thy captains as the great grasshopper which camp in the hedge in the cold day. But when the sun ariseth, they flee away, and their place is not known where they are.
Mm-hmm.
Thy shepherds slumber, O king of Assyria. Thy nobles shall dwell in the dust. Thy people is scattered upon the mountains, and no man gathered them. Right.
Hey, so these troops that's all over the globe, man, they're going to be in these different lands. America spread itself too thin. All right? They got their armies all over the place, and they're going to be all over the place, scattered, man. It's over. They ain't going to be able to have enough troops to protect the homeland. They ain't going to be gathered and brought back over here. It's over with. This nation is about to destroy you wherever you are. Go ahead.
There is no healing of thy bruise. Thy wound is grievous. All that heareth, that hear the brew it,
which means news. Which means news.
Come. Of thee shall clap the hands over thee, for upon whom have not thy wickedness passed continually.
There you go, man. So all the nations gonna be fucking happy. Because you made many merchants and you fucked them all up. All these kings you fucked over. Who have not thy wickedness passed continually, man. So nations are gonna be glad. And it's gonna, hey, this is all part of Yahweh Shai's wish. Go ahead.
The burden.
No, that's it.
Oh.
You get that Luke 12?
This is Luke 12:49. I am come to send fire on the earth, and what will I, if it be kindled
already?
Like it already kindled.
And that, when that phrase, what will I, that will I means how I desire, how I wish. So which wish means hope. There ain't no damn genie bullshit witchcraft. It means hope. He's saying how I wish, how I hope that this fire be kindled before I come to bring the destruction. The final one. And that's what's happening. It's going to be destruction everywhere. And then Yahweh Shai is going to come with his angels in the midst of it all, man. To put a final end to this place. Alright? And when he shows up in his chariot specifically, he's going to be over there in the Middle East, man. So-called Middle East. Alright? The Valley of Jehoshaphat. Over Israel, etc. Alright? So this is what's happening, man. The Chaldees and the beauty of the Chaldees are about to be invaded, man. So with that, hope it was edifying, all praises. You had something?
Well, I had that scripture right there, and it was actually a good one about the kindle part. This is Psalms 2 and verse 12. Kiss the Son, lest he be angry, and ye perish from the way when his wrath is kindled, but a little.
That's right. When his wrath is kindled but a little, man. And the war that you see, all this is just a little part. The final wrath is when he comes. Hey, Habakkuk said it. Habakkuk said it. And he said, was thou angry with the fishes? Was thou angry with the sea? All right? So guess what, man? That's how pissed off the Lord's going to be when he returns. So this war and these people killing each other and all this murder, that's his wrath being kindled a little, man. All right? The Lord is known as the king of terrorists. So great death and destruction is coming, man.
Come finish it out. Blessed are all they that put their trust in him.
That's right. That was it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so with that, all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles. All right, and salutations, brothers, doing this thing sincerely, the truth, and with charity, man. Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Waharakah, Kodash, Barakatam. Shalom.
Shalom.